field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
On first down, Newton. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18. It's a Carolina. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Look at him. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Great.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken around the 12. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On the ground is Michel. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you, dude.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Hey, Zoo, hurry.
He'll drop to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's see what you got.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. A gain of 19 yards. First down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun. Newton. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he hits Drake. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the gun, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Come on, man, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Go. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Down.
First
30
and 10
base.
at the 40-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Record.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. A give. This is Michelle. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready, ready. 59, mark. Check, 59. Go on, D.
On second down, it's Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Drake. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. On first down, it's Drake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Newton going for it all. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
To the set. 180. Great. Gun.
Operating from the gun, Newton, and that's caught by Smith. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
2nd and goal from the 1. Newton takes it himself, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check your hot read. Hey, high 7.
2nd and 10. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, open man is Kirk, complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Newton. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Herb Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one complete to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Go! 70, Indy.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And Stills bringing it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got one. Now.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Mike, 53.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Right back to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the handoff, it's Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hey, Charlie!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Come on, set. 61, matchbox, lights. Target. Get it.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the run. Protein spill. Ready?
2nd and 1. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Carolina.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Come get some. Come get some. Gun.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Kenyon Drake taking it in. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Go.
They'll run with Michelle. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Now. Be ready. Mike's 59.
2nd and 5. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That's it, baby.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Set. What I need? 52. Coming.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Check 52 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.